Boom, back again, yeah. I told you I was gonna come back. I really wasn't. I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't gonna do it. But this is now just a rant time. This is now just a rant time. So I'm gonna be ranting like I did on the last video. But I was talking about military husbands back on the last video because um god damn it, they need to come out. Anyway, so let's see. Today my ass drove around looking for that gas. I was riding around looking for gas today. Um, the majority of the ones that I went to had the little trash bag things over. Like when they run out of gas, they just put the bags over the fuel tank. And it was more of the smaller ones, the smaller gas stations. The big gas stations like the Wawas and Sam's Club and all them, they wound up having gas, but they was just overpacked. Like the lines all the way outside of the parking lot. I mean, the gas station lot and stuff. So my little ass went and got in line because yeah, no telling when. Okay, so check this out, right? So here's the deal. You got I know they talking about like people hacked into the whole pipeline thing, right? Now you don't find it weird that a person that's gonna hack into that type of thing is going to pretty much shut down the United States. You know what I'm saying? They won't just do one pipeline straight up the East Coast. Why would they choose the East Coast? What are you choosing the East Coast for? Why you ain't choose the pipeline for the West Coast? The people who got money is in California. But anyway, if I was a hacker, I would shut down the whole United States pipeline. I won't just shut down one pipeline that runs up one coast. And then they also put up the news that uh, quote unquote, the hackers said that um, they didn't really want to cause mayhem. This is not a political thing, nothing with the government and none of that stuff. They just wanted money. Yeah, that don't even sound right. So here's the deal: the government wanted to raise that gas price because you don't realize, like, first of all, we just coming off of a whole pandemic thing. Nobody was running out going to get gas or none of that stuff. It really wasn't as big to run it, just go fill your tank up because first of all, the whole world was shut down for a second. Then when it opened back up, it was just a few places here and there people can go because stuff was still shut down. Now that things is about to pick back up, they need to make their money back. So they're gonna have to raise gas price. They don't want to just come out the blue and hit people with gas prices like boom. Now gas price raised from $2.50 to $3.85. Like it's not that, but like I had realized before this whole gas thing, this whole pipeline thing had came up. But I was riding past. I rode past one of the gas stations. This was like 2 weeks ago. Riding past one of the whole gas station thing, and gas was like regular was 279. No, 275, and the diesel part was 279. They never ever came close to that ever. What I ever seen, I never seen the regular and the diesel come close together. It's always be like if the regular was 250 something, the diesel be like 280 something, 290 something. You know what I'm saying? It'd be higher on the joint. That joint was like right together. I was like, oh, that's weird. I had told my wife that. I was like, yo, that's weird. You said the gas prices is almost damn the same. So anyway, yeah. So they had to raise the gas prices. So that was the only way they could raise the gas price is they got to quote unquote say that a hacker hacked into the pipeline and kind of scrambled up the whole gasoline thing. Now, in this whole thing with uh the Pakistan and it was Israel, right? The whole beef that's going on over there. I can't talk much about it. I ain't saying like because I know a lot. I'm just saying I can't talk much about it because I'm not into politics like that. I know it's supposed to be dealing with that Israel want Pakistan out of the country, you know, but Pakistan want to stay in, that type of thing. Like, I don't know. I can't really speak much about it because I really don't know deep onto it. But I do know that it's wild how every day and night, from sun up to sundown, they're shooting bombs. Like the defense thing is like that. First of all, the defensive bomb that Israel got to block off the stuff that was it Gaza can whatever, they shooting over to them, and the whole blockage thing. That's hella bombs that they got. Like, it's hella defense bombs against the bombs that's coming. And I know they were saying like United States and them don't want to interfere because one, you know, we provide them. They paid us hella money for some of the weapons or second hand down weapons from the United States to Israel. So they didn't want to interfere in it because they got paid hella money. So and a lot of other countries really not interfering inside of that situation that's going on over there. So they just letting them do their thing. And the crazy part is about over there, they've been going to war forever. Like, it's their area of living looks like a war zone. It never looked like upscale. It's just ruins and buildings is ruined, buildings blowing up and tore down. I would like to see a picture or video, wherever you can find one, that's way back in the days when all those buildings was up nice and beautiful, people walking the streets type thing. I want to see that picture. I haven't seen that picture yet. It seemed like it's always been war there. So when war begins, where you pick up and start and end is right there in the Middle East. It's like they gotta go right there and there, and everybody have war right there. We just gonna all have war right here, and that's that. Like over there in the whole that side of town, not the United States side, on that side of town, bombs and stuff can reach each other quicker than if they send one over here to the United States. Um, like they could bomb each other here and theirs and here, sending it over. But when they come to that war thing, it's like they go straight into the desert area, like that Pakistan, Iranian area, and all that, and then just go to war in that area. So many innocent people there, yeah. Like it's so many innocent people there. So many innocent people in anywhere that you go to war at and burn and bomb all the time, and you kill all these people, yeah, and they don't care. Like that's crazy how they sit back and relax and don't even care. Like they don't care. Like, oh, they lost these many lives and all this. You see all these news and stuff with people curring off, people crying because there's babies, children, mothers, fathers, like just dying. All of them is dying. And you don't hear the presidents or the prime ministers or whatever the hell you want to call the person that's in charge of that country come out and be like, all right, you know what? I have a sit down with the person. Let's talk. Because it's too many of my people dying. No, they still going to war. They don't give a shit. We still going to war. They ain't affecting me. I'm sitting up in my little bunker area. It doesn't matter. They're not going to reach me. It is what it is. Defend for yourself and may you stay safe type crap. Um, it's wild. It's wild. So I never get it. I never get it. I don't really question it. Like I said, I don't get into the politics. I don't get into the whole government thing. I don't do none of that. Because first of all, they bald faced liars. They gonna lie to you where you look at it. You know, they human like we human. We lie to each other. They lie to us. It's like one big trickle down the line thing, and it's crazy because people say like, "Oh crap," you know how the government lies and lies and lies and lies, but yet you still vote for these people. Like Mitch McConnell, this motherfucker here it's like a snake in so much disguise that goes on. A lot of people seen it. A lot of people said it. And what happened? He's still sitting there. So it does not matter if a person, if they sit and bald faced lie to y'all people, it don't fucking matter. Y'all used to it. Used to the lie. You take the lie. You'll run with that shit like it ain't nothing. Like it's nothing. Pat on the shoulder. He'll get it better the next year or the next 4 or 5 years, whenever the hell the whole voting thing comes up. I know he'll get it better. It is what it is, and that's crazy. Like I don't be into the whole superstar thing, like these superstar celebrities and stuff. Like, I'm really not into nothing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm really not into nothing. Nothing really phases me when it comes to all that type of stuff. It don't. Anything that'll come out and phase me, it'll be if a real alien spaceship was real. See, it's hard to believe things that you see on cell phones and videos. They really make it hard for you, and that's why all the movies and stuff that came out and stuff, they only did that because, just say, somewhere over in Puerto Rico or Hawaii or here in the United States, Europe, anywhere, let's just say that a spaceship really came down. People really got it on video because phones is all around now. It's you technology, literally phones, videos is everywhere around. And let's say they got it on video. Everybody gonna either say it's cap, it's a lie, or that's CGI, or that's fake, or prove it. All these things they say. The government made it hard for you to believe that if you do, and even if it was real on that video, you will not believe that crap. You will not believe that that was a real spaceship that recorded, or that was a real monster that ran across the floor. You won't believe none of that stuff because that's how they predicted it in your mind. Everything is a mind. Like my son proved to me that mind control is very, very real. I mean, it's real. I knew it was real. But I'm not okay, not mind control. Like your brain is now televised. My son watches YouTube. I'm on YouTube now. But he watches YouTube a lot. And that's any kid that watches YouTube a lot. He can recite a lot of YouTube videos more than he can recite anything that deals with school or work or anything else. But he will tell you a lot of YouTube stuff. His main thing is with, this Minecraft and um it's this little it's like an Asian type game where you press up, down, left, or right. He be dancing or singing or some crap like that. I don't know what he be doing, but he watches that crap where it's an up, down, left, right button thing, and it goes up in the screen, and you got to press the buttons to make him do something. And he watches that. They don't say nothing. They just sit there and press the buttons all day. So I'm like, yo, I play games. Why don't you just sit and watch me play a game? He will not watch me play a game, but he'll watch others play games, and that's how they got kids locked into it. So brains are so televised, like literally televised, that they so locked in that they're here. Everything is entertainment is here. They call them, hey, 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 huh? Like they're locked in. That's why like the whole going outside thing for kids to go outside and have fun. That's what that's for. Like televisions and phones took over everything. Took over everything. Like it's like what is fun? That's how like the definitions of right now is. Like what is fun? Fun to them is anything that they can do on their phone, anything that they can do on the TV. So it's crazy, man. Like you gotta break them out of that, and I'm trying to break them out of it. I want to at least go out, taking places and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, like I told you in the last video, I figured I'll do this type of stuff. I guess to keep me sane. Being that my wife is gone, so I figured I'll um do this whole blogging situation and chill back. Ha, that's crazy. Ah, that's crazy. Ah, that's crazy. Ah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad, my bad. I just want to see that. I just want to see that. Um, yeah. Anyway, hey, I wanted to check to see how that thing was on the whole phone thing. But what else? Man, what else is going on? What's going on out there? You put on your mind piece. I start wanting to do? I start want to like work out again. I think I start want to working out. Yeah. I got stuck. Not bad, but yeah, I was thinking about it. But I do, what I do want to do? I wanted to learn. Like they got, that Babbel. Was it Babbel, right? I think it's Babbel. They learn different languages and stuff. I wanted to sit and start trying to learn, um, you know, the Asian language. I wanted to learn that, and then try to hit them in their head. Not like not metaphorically, like go to a restaurant and order and speak, that Asian language to them. Because it's like Spanish and Italian. Like like all the Spanish people can understand each other. Like, cause their dialect is not too far from each other. Especially even in Italy. Italy only use certain words, or the way they say their words. It's still like Spanish because they're near Spain. So their words is similar to Spanish words, except the dialect is a little different. So that's what put them off different. But all Spanish people understand each other. So it's like not all Asians understand each other. Like, if you never noticed, Japanese has a very strong dialect to their joint. The way they say things and mention things. Chinese and the Koreans and all them, they has almost the same dialect. So they would all understand each other on the same level. And if you watch that Mortal Kombat movie, the new one that came out, and Ben Han, Sub Zero, and I can never get Scorpion's real name on it, but Scorpion, I never call him by his real name, but Scorpion, Scorpion is Japanese and Ben Han was Chinese. Ben Han can switch up dialect from Chinese to Japanese. And Scorpion was only Japanese. So when Ben Han started talking, you ain't like, if you read the subtitles, you'll see him telling him like, "Yo, I understand what you just said, but I'm gonna kill you anyway." That type thing, because their dialect is way off from each other. It's like they have a stronger dialect, the Scorpion side, the Japanese side, and the Asian side. I mean, the Chinese, um, they just smooth with themselves. But I do want to learn Chinese. I want to learn Chinese. Uh, because I know it'll be a little hard. Like, I know it'll be a little hard to understand, especially the writing. The writing joint. So I mean, I got a lot of time on my hand anyway. So I figured I want to try to learn. I'm gonna learn that. Let's see if I go with that. It was Spanish. I did want to learn Spanish growing up a lot. That I did want to learn. because you got more Spanish people here in the United States than you got anything. And then on top of that, if you bilingual, job wise, you can get a top job and you can get paid top dollars because you speak multiple languages. Don't go in there selling for anything. So if it's a $15 job and you know that bilingual stuff, then you better ask for 20, 25 because you got multiple um, languages you can speak. So which put them in, put you in a government job is what I meant. I mean, ain't no government job really. Is it 15 hours in government job? I don't even really know. But in the government job is what I meant. I ain't saying go to like a restaurant or something and tell them like I speak I speak multiple languages. I want 25. Okay, call for the next person. Yeah. And then what y'all think about this whole Gail Gadet? Gadet, yeah, Gadet, right? Gail Gadet. So she on this the guy who produced it, Wonder Woman, he threatened her, telling her that, you know, he could replace her and stuff like that and all that. Here's the deal, brother. There's two Wonder Womans that came out. You know what I'm saying? It was back in the 80s, Wonder Woman. I don't know her name. I don't remember her name, but there was that little white lady back in the 80s, Wonder Woman. She ran it for a while, and then you had all these cartoon Wonder Womans. Then you get up to Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. She the baddest. And boom, she nailed Wonder Woman, and she nailed Wonder Woman. Was it 1984 or something like that? She nailed both of them. We ain't even gonna talk about Justice League. She nailed both of them. So you just threaten to say whatever you said to her, you're a fucking fool. That's one. Two, if you came out with a video, with another movie about Wonder Woman and you switched her off and gave it to somebody else, bro, you're not gonna make no money off of that. Cause one, we're not gonna be used to this lady. Like, who the fuck is her? Like that Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was an excellent movie when it came out. Excellent movie. But it was a disrespectful ass movie to say that she is the strongest Avengers. Now, you talking movie wise on your Marvel Universe movie wise, that's cool. Everybody can fuss about this whole Marvel Universe thing movie. But if you want to go to the order, if you look at Marvel Universe strongest heroes, hold on, I say that. Okay, if you look up Marvel Universe strongest Marvel in the universe, but don't do okay. So if you look that up, they're gonna give you people like the top dogs, like not your Thors and Iron Mans and stuff. They're gonna give you top dogs, like the people that's not even gonna hit movies or screens or anything. They're not gonna hit that. Those people that you rarely hear about. I think the top dog of all of them is the what's it called, the One Beyond or something like that. They call him Stan Lee. Like he's the power of all powers. But anyway, but if you go to like the Avengers style type strongest Marvel people, it's gonna go like this. And I think I can name you the top three, but the top two most definitely. First is Hulk. Second is Thor. Them two is the strongest out of everybody when it comes to on that level of Avengers and other people. They're the strongest one out of everybody. Um, Captain Marvel is like she's at number 18, I believe. Not 18. I'm lying. I lied to you. She's at number 8. And you'll be surprised. I don't know if anybody know Doctor Doom. Man, you figure Doctor Doom, what the shit? This nigga ain't nothing. Man, Doctor Doom is up in the people I told you that that when you type it in, they in the top dogs. He's in the top dog status, which it blew my mind. Doctor Doom, yo, like Doctor Doom. It's crazy. But anyway, so it's disrespectful when it came to that Captain Marvel to say she's the strongest one since you want to do the whole Marvel Universe thing. That's one. And then two, you're gonna give us I didn't like Endgame. Endgame was weak as crap. It was the worst movie ever. But hey, whatever. Everybody got their own opinions. But you give us Smart Hulk. You give us Smart Hulk. You went from Thor Ragnarok, giving us the Hulk, like the Warrior Hulk, and dropped it down to the Smart Hulk. What? Russo brothers want to do whatever they want to do because they know they're about to make money off of. How you brought the same movie out twice and still made $1 billion off of it? That's insane, yo. Like people still went out and paid for the same movie twice. You had this one guy, he went to see that movie. How many times? He got the Guinness World Record for to go see that one movie so many goddamn times. Bro, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You went and sat in that damn movie for what, 2 hours, 3, 4 hours? I think 2 hours. You went and sat in the movie for 2 hours. A lot of times to watch that phony ass movie. That movie was phony. The end games was the worst. It was the worst. You can speak your own. It was the worst. The hardest part out the movie is the last scene, the fight scene. The hardest part out the whole movie. The movie was weak itself. The movie was terrible. It was weak. It was weak. Like it was that crap was weak. But yeah, you give us the Smart Hulk. You know what would have been gangster on that movie? Here's the deal. This what I think should have done in that movie. Okay, so you got Thor Ragnarok, right? Thor Ragnarok gave you that Warrior Hulk. That's when he trapped Banner in, but he developed how to speak and do things more smarter, control his rage a little bit more better than just going berserks and shit like that, right? So they could have did like this. You know how they like to bounce off the movies and connect the movies together. So at that part when Captain America was about to face Thanos and pretty much his whole damn army by himself, and you know how everybody started coming out of the circle, out of the whole circle thing. Okay, so what if it went down? Everybody came out the circle, right? Now erase this Smart Hawk. We still gonna go with the Warrior Hawk, and you know how they went back, they got him. The ship got blown up. Hawk got knocked out up on the ship. Things of that nature by the old Thanos. This new Thanos he didn't face. It was the old Thanos, the Thanos before the Thanos who got his head cut off. That's who fucked him up. Was the Thanos who got his head cut off. This Thanos they was facing was the past Thanos. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was the past Thanos. So here you got, say, after he got slammed and stuff and got taken away, got sent back to Earth to go warn them. He went and warned them. Boom, he told them all that stuff happened and stuff, and say he just ran away, got away again, disappeared. Hulk is what I'm talking about. He had disappeared. And then during the fight scene, right, with Captain America, this is me telling you what shit had happened. During the fight scene with Captain America, and the only reason why they probably did not do too all up and raw with that because they wanted Captain Marvel to be the top dog of the movie. She's the strongest Avengers, blah blah blah. But anyway, so fight scene went on. Everybody's fighting. Boom! It got down to Captain America is about to face, the whole gang, and then the circle opened up. Everybody came out. All right, boom. So now everybody out. The battle's going on. Blah 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 blah. Now Thanos brings more ships in. He brings in more of his little aliens and all that. And this time now, Ebony Maw and all them, I think they came down there with him. Yeah, they did come down there with him. Everybody they in there. Then now, the it was on their side because you got to get hype. You brought all the Avengers and stuff, and everybody that was in every movie came out. So you gotta get their hype real quick because they came, so they're gonna fight. They're gonna win a little bit here and there. Then that's when they started failing, started getting beaten up. boom, pow. And the questions would be, where the fuck is Hawk? Where's Hawk at? Why is Hawk not in the movie? Hawk should be in this movie because Hawk was one of the Avengers. You're gonna question that. It's gonna be thrown out there, right? They're losing, and it's coming down to a point now where Thanos will make a speech about something about how you know the gauntlet, hand it over type thing, and they refuse to hand it over and shit. And like he snatches the gauntlet and start popping in each of the whole um, stones. And as he popping them in, the force goes through his body. So he's not like he's just gonna pop each one of them in like it's a button or something. I'm talking about like he pops them in, takes the energy, pop it in, takes the energy. So when he gets to almost the last stone, a circle open up. From this point, when the circle open up, oh, what was her name? On Doctor Strange, a little bald head lady, she comes out, but she don't come out as her form. She comes out as a whole nother form. And the reason why I tell you this is because y'all got to realize she wasn't just a human being, and you could say, well, she died. She did die, but when she died, her whole clothes just faded. She can take her energy and disperse it, like her soul wise, her energy and disperse it. Just like she knocked niggas out of their body, Hulk, Doctor Strange, like she knocked your soul out your body, literally, and she can see your soul. She comes through as a whole nother person. And let's just say this whole other person was Black Widow, right? Because Black Widow died. Black Widow, she comes through and she just stand there. So now everybody on their faces and on the Avengers side, on their face, they looking like surprised and oh my God. Especially, Hawkeye wasn't even in that bitch. God damn, Hawkeye wasn't even in the battle. But anyway, everybody's like, oh crap. Anastasia and what's her name? Black Widow woman, she's back. And then behind her steps out the Hawk. Now, it's just regular Hawk from this point. He's just regular right now. Right? And then Thanos just looking like, who the fuck is this? Like, he don't know these people. He don't know who Hawk is either. Because again, this is the past Thanos. This isn't the future one, the one that did fight him, beat him, and got his head cut off. This was the past Thanos. So he ain't no crap about this Hawk that came through. So he's just looking like, who the fuck is y'all? I destroy y'all too. Right? Okay. So now everybody's going to be on that oh shit round two. Right or wrong? I mean, don't right or wrong. They're going to be like, oh shit round two. Now they're going to be like, Thanos going to whoop his ass because, of course, he whooped his ass in the first one. But hold on. Now this plot about to get deeper. So, her as Black Widow, she come over and she help up Doctor Strange. She'll help nobody else but Doctor Strange. And Doctor Strange finds something strange about her, looking her in her eyes. And she looked at it and winked and say whatever line she said to him inside of the movie that them two played in. And he didn't realize who it is. And all of a sudden, boom, something killed the shit out of her at that point. And, destroyed that body plus her. Strange looking at her. And Hawk is looking. This fucks Hawk up. Now, this point, you get World Breaker Hawk. Because you can't give him World Breaker Hawk from the original cartoon because they never deeped it off the original cartoon. The original comic book anyway. They added their whole plot twist to the whole Marvel universe. That's why I'm telling you, you can speak the Marvel movies because when you fuss with people and you tell them something from the comic book, people go off the movie like, well, no, this didn't happen in the movie. Like, bitch, fuck the movie. That ain't nothing. But so boom, yeah. So you would have to give it a plot twist. So it would be Black Widow dying, and that is set off the World Breaker Hawk because in the comic book, World Breaker Hawk got set off because his wife died. He was still on that planet that Thor caught him on. He was on that planet because he was the almighty warrior. Took over that planet. They wound up killing his wife and child. Fucked him up. And he was unstoppable. Let's just say that. He was very unstoppable. Um so yeah. So kill him, he walk over, he look at her, and like first you get the back shot and it's just going in on him, getting closer. But when it get close, he turned around, his eyes is yellow, electricity crap going through it. That's real breaker Hawk. Pisses him off. The stronger Hawk gets, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. The faster he gets. He's supposed to grow. But they stopped all that in one of the movies. They didn't fully give you the Hawk or how the Hawk's supposed to been. But anyway, boom. Now his eyes lightning. And so Thanos sends the army. Shit, that was the wrong thing to do anyway. Army coming, he gets up, cracks his knuckles, and then just go in charging, just fucking up everything in sight till he get to Thanos. He stops and look at Thanos and tells him, "You remember me?" Of course, he's gonna say, "No, I don't remember you." "You will." Bow. And I mean, this punch, because believe me, he's way stronger now from this point. Thanos is strong, but Thanos fights smart. He don't fight just to fight. That's how come the Hulk lost that last battle. Because Hulk is just all brute fight. He just fight. Like, he don't give a fuck about any using no smartness or nothing. He's just gonna fucking fight. Like, it is what it is. Let's get it on. And we'll stop once I bash your face in. Thanos fights smartness. He has more smart in him than he do just a brute ass strength. He don't care about brute strength. He fights smart. So that's how come he beat the Hawk. I give it to Thanos. He beat the Hawk in that one. Like, a lot of people had bumped it to a point where I was like, dude, that's first of all disrespectful. Y'all not gonna keep coming around and saying, like Thanos handed him an ass whooping. Like he handed him an ass whooping. It wasn't like that, brother. You gotta understand how the fight went so far, as in you have a Hawk that was dunce dense and don't think smart. He just, again, a fighter. He was just all fight, all, you know, that's it. He was just all fight. And Thanos was all smart. So the brain is going to be the dunceness of him. And that's that. I mean, like, that's how come he lost. Like, 100%. That's why he lost. You know what I'm saying? So, and then plus on top of that, Thanos is not a weakling. He's not a weakling. Let's do it like this. Hawk and Abomination. So before Abomination became Abomination, he was that little guy. But the little guy had the super serum in him, so he was pretty much fighting like Captain America, pretty much. But the guy was like Hawk. Captain America is like Thanos. So let's just say um, Steve Rogers had fought the Hawk himself. Steve Rogers would have won, not in a sense of strength against strength or all that shit. I mean, a sense of Steve Rogers would have used all moves and all that, you know, kept it moving, kept it moving. He know 1-on-1 I won't be able to beat him if I got up close. Steve Rogers is a close combat ass guy, but against the Hawk, he would not have survived at all. The guy who played Abomination had the same thing. He was fighting the Hawk. You know what I'm saying? Hawk was trying to hit him. He couldn't because, he was fast. He was too fucking fast. He fucked up by going close to the Hawk. Bro, fuck no. You crazy. You wasn't going to be able to do nothing or none of that. And he kicked his little ass up against that tree and broke him up. You get me? You didn't use your brain. If you'd have fought Steve Rogers would have kept it moving, kept it going. He already know I can't beat him. I wouldn't be able to beat him. That's what it is like Thanos, except Thanos had strength that matches the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit more stronger than the Hulk, but he had strength like the Hulk. You know, so that was smartness and strength. That's what the Hulk can have. Smartness with strength. I don't know why they gave us that Hulk that they did for Endgame, but anyway, if he so when it came down to Hulk, like when he was bashing up on him and shit like that, and had him up against the wall, one Thanos had on all that armor, so he didn't feel shit. Like that was just a boom, like oh, okay. Then when she jacked him up against the wall, it was like, hold up, brother. Hands and hands. Get these shits up off of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he realized, oh shit, this nigga had the same strength. Bro, you was grabbing on my armor. You ain't do shit to me. You was just beating on my armor. If he would have fought that other guy and not in that fucking Hulkbuster suit, that monster, it was Maul and then the little big mon. I don't know them by name. I know it was Ebony Maul and whatever the big little monster that be with Maul. If Hulk would have fought him as the Hulk, he would have fucked that dude up. He would have fucked that dude up. That's his honesty. Thanos had on the whole body gear. He took the body gear off once he got the Tesseract in his hand. But Thanos had on a whole body gear when he was fighting the Hulk. So Hulk was using his brain like you're banging on his armor. That's all you're doing. You're banging on his armor. You're not banging on him. You ain't knocking him out or none of that shit. You're hitting on his armor. So that's why Thanos like, oh no, bitch, I got the same strength as you. Fuck you. Pinch on your little neck right there. And fuck him up. Like, whoa, wait a minute, yo. A nerve right here. He was smart. It was a nerve. Like, he hit a nerve. That's why wait a minute. Bitch, I ain't even, nobody never hit me right there, nigga. Like, everybody always go for my chest, my stomach, my back. Look it up. Anytime you see somebody going at the Hulk, shooting at him and none of that shit, they never try to go for a nerve on his neck. They always try to shoot him up and stuff. Like, no, damn sure that's not gonna work. This nigga got bullets shot at him. He sucked them bitches up inside of him. Inside of it, that's what that's one of the Hulk movies when the Hulk was being created. Like they didn't know what really to do with the Hulk. I ain't never seen him. He sucked the bullets up inside of him. What am I thinking about the mask? I think it was the Hulk. Or was it the mask? I'll get back to you on that one. But yeah, so it was kind of messing up. And I remember when it came out, the Hulk movie with Abomination in it. That the guy who was Egg Norton, I was hoping he was gonna be it for a while. I really did. But he went a little bit crazy with it because the CGI wasn't as hype as it was supposed to have been. So you can't ask for that much money yet, Ed. Like you can't do that. You gotta wait for a second. Let them do what they gotta do, and then we'll go ahead and do it. Because Ed Norton would have been perfect. When they gave us Mark Ruffalo, which was good, he did a good job. I'm not gonna lie to you. But he was just too thick to be David Banner. Bruce Banner. I keep calling that man David Banner all the time. Like you don't know how many times I called him David Banner. But anyway, Bruce Banner, like he just didn't fit it. I mean, if you was a true, because the Hulk is my favorite character out of superheroes. He's my favorite character. Um, and you know, Bruce Banner he's just a skinny, geeky uh scientist. So when they gave us the Hawk with Abomination in it. Ed Norton, when they gave us him, it was like that's what's up. Ed Norton, skinny dude, all that shit fits the part. It's pretty good. It could have went a little bit more route, like because Bruce Banner had the whole wave hair over, like like the little cut over hair that white people got, how they brush their hair over to the side type shit, and like glasses and stuff like that, like a little geeky boy. And Ed Norton wasn't really a geeky boy. He was more of a like he lived on a farm for a while, you know, throwing hay and shit, but never ever got fat. But yeah, he was a perfect one for it. And Ruffalo is more he thicker than him, so it really didn't fit too well. But they made it work. That was a good choice. And we talking about like good superheroes or who your favorite superhero is. So yeah. In DC is uh who is it in DC for me? Who can I give you in DC? That's my favorite character. Joker. Yeah, Joker. Joker in DC is my favorite character. Not favorite. I ain't gonna say favorite, but Joker is one of my best characters in there. And the reason why I say it is because he is the only villain that lasted from day one to the end with one superhero and giving them hell all the way through. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get down. I don't rock with Superman like that because Superman is like the Captain Marvel of the movies. You overpower this person for no reason. Like, and still, if you want to get technical about the whole power thing, like Sentry and Marvel, Sentry is strong as hell. Captain Marvel power is she absorb like energy and she'll disperse it back to you like 10 times greater than what you gave her. So if I shot an energy blast at a boom, energy blast ain't gonna be that strong, It's about I say 1,000 hertz hit her. How? Pow, what I'm saying? Hit her. How? She's like, all right, that shit just hit her, but it just hit her. Don't give a fuck. When she shoot that shit back, that 1,000 goes to 10,000, and you about to radiate your body to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her power. She got a few more powers, but I really don't follow her. Like I really don't rock with Captain Marvel like that. So that's why they changed the name. Um, Her new movie that's coming out. They ain't do a Captain Marvel 2 or some shit like that. You know how everybody got Thor 1, Thor 2, Thor 3, Ragnarok and things like that. You got all these Thors was facing. She wasn't what they thought she was gonna be. She 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 sucked. She sucked. I wasn't. The movie was good. Don't get it wrong. The movie was good, but I didn't. I ain't rock with her. It wasn't like it was just her that made that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just her to be like, oh shit, you seen Brie in this? It wasn't just her. So it was like, yeah. But R.I.P. to Chadwick, man. Never thought that you can get something that's like the Black Panther, man. That joint when it came out, it was hella good. Hella good. I think I seen it twice. Yeah, I seen it twice. Well, more than twice, but yeah. So now when I had watched it, I tried to watch it, when he had died. I tried to watch it again. I couldn't make it past the part when it got to and this was damn near the beginning of the movie when he get like you have his ritual. He goes in the dirt. He rises out of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? He go in the dirt and he rises out of it. Um, to be with the Kings. That jump, it had hit me. I started crying, yo, like damn. Cause it like that's a deep metaphor on a whole different level. You feel me? Like the man just died. So if you watch the movie, not back then when he died, and you watched the movie and it came to that part when he lay down in the dirt and they burn him in the dirt and he rises out of the dirt in a whole white suit amongst the kings. You can't tell me that's going to not hit home, yeah. You feel me? That's like you burn him as he died. Some real life stuff. And you can say he done went home to his king. You feel like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, besides that, Chad was the best Black Panther when it came out. And I don't think they should do Black Panther 2 at all. I think they should just leave it alone. Let Black Panther 1 made as much money as it had made and did what it did, and it set a lot of standards. Because Black Panther 2, what you going to give us? What you going to give us? Yes, Siri did um, become the Black Panther in the comic books. That did happen, but you got to realize Chad just became the Black, it was just, Black Panther literally just came out. Y'all just introduced it to everybody. So he had to have a few more movies. And then you pass it over to Siri. She then became Black Panther. This is a little bit too fast for it. You can't go the route of saying that, oh, we're going to bring back Killmonger. Because if they flip it up, they're going to say, oh, you know how that bead saved the life of the agent in S.H.I.E.L.D., the white dude he brought there? The bead saved the life. So they're going to probably say that, oh, Suri saved his life. They wind up getting him back to the cave before the whole stab wound, went out. He bled out or something. That's going to be weak, yo. Like, so you should not have. You don't bring him back out. Leave Killmonger dead. And I don't think you should really take Suri and make her the next Black Panther right now. I think you should just let the movie fade of how it was. It did its thing, successful, and it's not like Black Panther was. That's the very first movie he came. He came in Captain America: Civil War. That was his first appearance. Was Captain America: Civil War? Was Black Panther's appearance? So yeah, I don't think you should do that. That would suck. Like it would suck to have a Black Panther too. So they trying to introduce you to all these other Marvel cartoons and comic books that came out, but I don't know about it being too interesting. Can't get too deep into those too much. This is all that, but all right, so I'm gonna hit the set because I gotta get my son to school tomorrow and stuff. But that's a good rant. It was a good rant. I'll probably pop on here tomorrow too. Might as well keep it going. Why not? And you know what? When like I told you, I'm gonna learn a different language, and then I'm going to like when I pop up on here, I'm gonna try to talk a different language to show y'all and everything that your boy is about to be on some Konipa. I don't know, yo. I'm with it though. I'm with it. I'm trying. I'm gonna try to get into it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get into it because I think it's pretty neat. Like it's so neat to know a different Spanish is the only reason why I wanted to learn Spanish, like because one, you'll be around them a whole lot, and it'll like they be having so much fun with what they talk about. But if you ever been around, like Mexicans, I used to live in Florida, so I've been around them all. El Salvador is the most, but that's over there in Mexico. But have you ever been around, um, Mexicans and stuff? Like Puerto Ricans is fun. They fun. Them and Cubans, uh, they're a lot of fun. But I don't know. So like they always say, oh, black people, they all we do is cheat. You see us, we be cheating. Shit. Spanish people, Spanish people, boy, you talking about always cheating? Gracious Almighty. Um, but Mexicans though, like, dude, be around Mexicans. I'm telling you right now. First of all, the cervezas, the Coronas and stuff, all of the beers that they drink, and let them get to talking and stuff. Man, them niggas be funny. I swear Mexicans is funny, yo. And the whole Spanish world is kind of messed up. It's like the whole world right now with how white people with black people. That's how it is in the Spanish world. Is the Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. It's like the Mexicans is the dirty side of stuff. Like they don't never ever wanna. I'm like, dude, come on. First of all of y'all is equal as one. Not saying dirty or nothing like that. I'm just saying like they all equal as one, as in like all of y'all. When you speak to each other, there is nothing different of what none of y'all are saying. It's just some of the words, the same words, just have a different meaning in each country. All of them just don't mean the same thing in each country. They have different meanings in each country. And that's what anything on different lingos. Like all black people, we talk, but we don't talk the same. All y'all white people talk, half of y'all don't talk the same. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like, okay, before I get off, I know I said I was about to get off of here, but real quick, I was on TikTok and one of the TikTok videos came on and this was saying that, how, rich white people really don't, I mean, they brainwashing the poor white people to go at black people and stuff like that. So they don't have to. The rich white people don't have to. And they just sit back. And it's like, dude, do you not realize? So in the black way, black community wise, um, the whole upper class, lower class thing, you have lower class that think they upper class, they try to talk down on lower class, and you have upper class that want to be in the lower class still a little bit, but once they get there, their heads get a little bigger, like they're too big for their britches type thing. You don't know where you're coming from, but when you get called out on it, that's all of a sudden, well, I'm from this spot. I don't go fuck. You ain't there now, so what the fuck do that mean? You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the white people, and is that say you take trailer park people and you take them out there to Hollywood and drop them off, I guarantee the people in Hollywood will call the cops on those white people. And y'all supposed to be as one. I'm not doing this race thing. I'm just saying. Y'all supposed to be as one, or the way they make it seem like it is all the white people as one. And you're not. You're separate just like us niggas is. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing just like us niggas is. So don't try to make it seem like the top dogs, they with us. They're not with y'all. And it's the same as if a black person had made money, got out the hood, and what would they win at? They definitely won't be known about their whole black race. But when they get called out on it, they try to bring their black card out. No, you can keep that shit. You out of there. Like the fuck. And ain't nobody mad that you made it out of there. You made it out there. Clap clap. It's all good. There's no hating even within this time zone. But what we're saying is that don't flip the switch when the switch is flipped. We're gonna take these trailer park white people and we're gonna put them up there in Hollywood, and y'all gonna see what us black people will go through when it comes down to the whole white thing. They don't care about y'all. There is no care in the world. We're all treated the same, and if when you see that, then that's when we can all stick together and be like, God damn, they're lying to us. They're not gonna like that, but we'll never ever stick together either. That's not in the DNA. It is, but what I mean by the DNA, it's not in the public eyes for us to stick together. Separation is in the public eyes for us to be there. In our DNA, we all bleed the same. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my tail to bed. Be back on here to rant for tomorrow. Military husband style. Hashtag military husbands. I think I'm gonna try to get that going, man. Y'all gotta come on out. Y'all gotta come out, military husbands. Let's get this. It's not all about just the military wives. We out here too. All right.